Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing, assembling, and reviewing the Pokemon model kit of Miraidon, and this set is manufactured by Bandai. Let's first have a quick look of the details on the case. So we have a picture of Miraidon here, and up here this is telling us, like most of the Pokemon model kit manufactured by Bandai, this set would not require a glue or any cutting tool to remove the pieces from the frame or to put them together with glues. And on the top we have like a whole picture of the contents inside, and these are like all the pieces that we would use to assemble the Miraidon model. And here's a sticker for the model, and then this is the instruction manual, and this is the whole content in the case. And over here again, it's reminding us we can just snap the pieces off the frame and then just fit them together for assembly. And this, we have a front and back picture of how the Miraidon model would look like once the pieces have been assembled. And that's pretty much all the details we can get from looking at the case. And now let's open this up. And first thing I gotta do is remove the bands that's holding the case. Yeah, kind of a little tricky here. Here we go, and you can see the stickers here, and the purple, indigo, or violet pieces, and the light blue pieces here. And here again, more light purple, grayish purple pieces. Finally, we have the instruction manual here. And once again, looks like the front cover of the instruction manual shows us the whole, every pieces from the set. And now I've unpacked all the pieces, and here are the stickers and the instruction manual. Let's go over this real quick. And at the beginning here we have a picture of the completed Miraidon model here, and looks like the first things we're doing will be assembling its head. After the head is completed, we will assemble its torso or main body. And then we will have to attach the head onto the neck. And then we begin assembling the lower body. And then we attach the upper and the lower body. And then we will begin assembling the legs. And along the way of putting all these parts together, we will also have to apply the stickers on them. And after the legs, start assembling the arms. And finally, we have to assemble the tail. And with this, the assembly for the main model will be completed. And then the last thing to do will be putting together the display stand and set the model on top of it. And then the whole model is completed. And here we have a Pokédex page for Miraidon here. Now, before I start putting the pieces together, I want to mention that, as you can see again, because looks like all these stickers are kind of thin, at least most of them, so you will require a tool in order to help applying them onto the pieces correctly, like a forceps here. And it may be better if you can somehow apply the stickers onto the pieces before you snap them off on the frame, rather than putting them on as you assemble the pieces like the instruction manual said. For example, like here, these are Miraidon's horns, and here are the stickers for the horns. It may be easier if you can like try to put them on before you snap the pieces off, so that there is because well on the frame they are more possibly more steady, but once you snap them off, you could be kind of hard to hold on to the pieces as you try to apply the stickers on. And now let's begin putting the pieces together from the head parts, as the instruction manual said. So here we have like the face pieces here, so you can just snap them off like this. And now you begin fitting them together just like this, and we should just repeat this snapping off and assembling procedure for the rest of the model as well. And here we have Miraidon's main face and jaws. And this is how most of Miraidon's head look assembled, but without the stickers on. And now this is how it looks once we apply the stickers. And as mentioned, in some case it's better to put the stickers onto the pieces before you remove them from the frame, so it can help hold the pieces steady as you apply the stickers. In that case, I did it so for the horns of Miraidon here. And now I'm gonna snap off the horns. And then we can put the horns on. There we go. And now the head of Miraidon is completed. Now let's build the Miraidon's body. And here we have Miraidon's upper body completed with all the stickers applied. So now we just have to attach the head to the neck. And next, we'll assemble the lower half of Miraidon's body and attach them on here. And here we have Miraidon's lower body completed. Now we just have to put these two together. There we go. And next, we just have to assemble the legs, the arms, and the tail. And here we have the tail, the arms, and legs all assembled, ready to put Miraidon together. But before we do that, I want to show everybody Miraidon's backside and underside real quick. And like this section of Miraidon's belly will be where we have to fit the connector to the display stand on. And now we put them, let's put the legs together first. And now the arms. And finally, the tail. Now, to actually complete this whole model, we'll just have to put Miraidon on the display stand here. And here, the display stand is ready. And now, the Miraidon model is completed. Now let's check out the articulation of this model. So let's start with its head here. So it can look like only a little to left and right, and can still kind of move up and down, but as you can see, you want to move the head very carefully, otherwise you'll just simply remove it from the neck. And here it can open up its mouth. And its tail, however, cannot be moved at all. It's totally inflexible and no articulation. Well, its legs, that's eventually only function as Miraidon's thrusters, can like turn 360 degree, which you can like use to try to pose on which direction you want Miraidon to propel toward. And finally, its arms can raise to and lower laterally quite easily, and can also bend its arms. And rotate its claws or hands. So you can put up a clawing pose if you want to. And this covers all the basic features of this set. And overall, it's a very good looking figure of Miraidon. However, some of its parts design could have used some improvement, like such as its horns and the tail tip. They're all looking kind of pretty flat, so which doesn't really do well in making the Miraidon model here look good. And let's compare this real quick to the Miraidon figurine here, manufactured by Takara Tomy, like one of the first Miraidon figure to be manufactured. And check out the horns here. Like I said, by comparison, I'm sure you'll find the horns and the tail here looking more solid and more realistic, while the translucent blue color shown by the horn and the tail here can serve to make it look like it's the horns and the tails is kind of glowing with energy impression, but still, again, the flat appearance does not make the Miraidon model here look good. The horns here would, and the tail here looks slightly more lifelike. It would probably have been better if they could have done the same for this model. But despite this limitation, this model's articulation makes this Miraidon model here is essentially one of the first Miraidon product that's capable of articulation, especially its mouth here, how it can open and close. Again, pretty much the very first Miraidon product that can do that, although it can be kind of tricky to open the mouth once it's kind of fully closed, so it's something you also want to keep in mind when you decide how good this model is. And it's another thing is its color, its overall violet color. It's really more vibrant than most, in my opinion, more better looking than most Miraidon figurine as well. So in general, this model is really good looking, despite the few limitations here, such as again the limited range of motion to its arms and the fact that the horns look a little too flat. But still, it still has a very good potential for display here. If you are a Pokemon fan who loves Miraidon, or if you're just a dragon fan or dragon lover in general, this should make a great addition to your collection. If you do decide to collect this set, you should also consider getting the Koraidon model kit set as well, which is like the counterpart Pokemon to Miraidon. This concludes my review for this set. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And please check out other videos in my channel. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.